You know the blunt stay lit and the drinks be top shelf. Chillin' with all the homies on the warm summer night, and I'll never be nowhere.
What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a really easy t-shirt reconstruction tutorial as requested, as kind of like my comeback video, because I've pretty much been inactive on YouTube for the past couple of months. I've still been checking my comments and messages and responding to you guys, but I haven't uploaded a new video in quite some time. So I'm hoping to start posting a lot more videos lately. And for all of you guys wondering if I'm still alive, yes, I'm totally alive and awesome. But my schedule has just been completely crazy. I'm probably gonna post a vlog soon just to let you guys know what I've been up to, what I've been doing in New York, because I've lived here now for like 9 months and I don't think I've made a vlog. Well, I know I haven't made a vlog, so I'll probably do that like in the near future. But in the meantime, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you probably already kind of know what I've been up to. If you don't, you can check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/itsblitzzz with 3 Z's, just like my username on YouTube. Other than that, I think we're probably going to just skip right ahead into the tutorial. This idea was actually inspired by something I saw on blackmilkclothing.com, which is a really awesome Australian company that my friend introduced me to. And they make a lot of insane like 3D leggings and bodysuits and just kind of like one-of-a-kind stuff that is totally indicative of my style. So I totally encourage you guys to check them out at blackmilkclothing.com and on Facebook at blackmilkclothing. And we're going to go ahead and get started right now. Okay, so I'm starting off with my t-shirt. Looks like this, and it's supposedly a 2XL. I got it at Topshop for like $5 on clearance because I'm a huge fan of crystal castles. But to be honest, it looks kind of like a medium, maybe a large, but it's definitely on the small side for being an extra, extra large. Anyways, it's perfect for this tutorial because it's a little bit oversized, but it's not like I'm swimming in it, so it's going to come out like perfect for layering or whatever when I'm finished with this tutorial. So right now what I'm going to do first is just like align the seams, because I'm going to start cutting the top and I want to make sure that I'm making even cuts on both sides. So I'm just kind of like aligning the side seams and matching up the seams on the sleeves so I can cut the front and the back as evenly as possible. And then I'm just going to lay it on a flat surface. Right now I'm using my lap just for the purpose of this tutorial, but I would recommend doing it probably on like a hard floor or a desk or like a solid flat surface. I'm going to take my scissors, and a lot of you guys always ask me what these are, and these are knife edge dressmaker's shears, so really sharp. I'm going to be careful, but these are like my favorite scissors ever. And I'm going to start by making 2 cuts from the top of the neck to just below like the armpit seam or the underarm seam or whatever. So I'll start on the left side. For this tutorial, I'm starting a couple inches in from the top of the shoulder seam, and I'm going to cut like a diagonal line to below the underarm area. So let's see, this is like 2.5 inches. I guess depending on how your shirt is, then you can alter that as necessary. And I'm cutting like a pretty solid diagonal line. So it looks like this right now. And all I did is cut starting a couple inches in from the top of the shoulder seam, and I cut diagonally down until I had like an even cut, and it's, as you can see, definitely like below the armpit area, but that's okay. So it looks like that, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Right now my shirt looks like this. And it's totally just like an oversized muscle tee. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up where I cut and just kind of pull the fabric gently. I don't want to like rip the seam or anything, but just stretching it out so it's more even. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my shirt on its side. I'm going to start by cutting horizontal slits. They're going to look like vertical on camera, but I'm actually cutting them horizontally across. And I'm going to start by cutting them smaller and then getting larger as I get to the bottom of the t-shirt. You can cut them, I'm cutting mine kind of, I'm cutting mine kind of on the smaller side in width because I want to have more of them, but that's really kind of at your own discretion. So if you want less or you want them to be like thicker, you can cut them wider. And like I said, I'm just gradually increasing the length of each cut. And I'm trying like not to cut my sweatbands. So here's what my cuts look like when I'm finished. You can see that they just gradually get longer as I go down the shirt. And when I open my shirt up, it looks like this. And I've done a lot of tutorials with cuts kind of similar to this. And now I'm just going to stretch them out. If you make the same mistake that I did and you pull them a little bit too tightly and they rip, you can either just cut them out or tie them back together. I kind of like when shirts aren't perfect, when they're like, you know, a little bit like distressed looking. So if you like rip one or whatever, it's not like the end of the world. So I'm just gonna like cut those little things off. The material of this shirt in particular is like super light and just really thin, which is probably why those seams ripped. But I generally don't have a problem with that, but it's not like the end of the world. So it looks like this on the one side, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so starting at the top, I'm just going to make some cuts that are slightly more conservative. And I would say mine are like a little less. They're probably like a third of an inch in width. But like I said, you can totally make them however wide or however short in width that you would like. So again, you can kind of see the pattern that I cut in. And I'm going to open it up like this. And I'm just going to stretch my fabric gently apart. When you're done, it should look like this. If you can see it. And you can go back if you need to and just kind of like pull the material a little bit more to give it kind of like a more worn appearance or whatever. I would, I guess, hold on to the seam if you have a shirt like mine that has seams down the side, just to be careful that you don't like rip it or whatever. A lot of you guys who watch my videos are concerned with like the modesty of the t-shirts that I cut, if that makes sense, if that's the right word or whatever. I totally feel like when you alter a t-shirt, you can modify it to your liking as far as how conservative the shirt is or whatever. And if it's a shirt that would realistically expose a lot of skin, then you can just like layer it or whatever. And I think that's like one of the best ways to wear t-shirts that are like altered or whatever. So this is the finished product, and it looks like this. And I'm going to try it on for you guys so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. And I hope you guys are easily able to recreate this, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
Feeling hella high, I decide to smoke up open rhymes. Book full of arsenal, you know it's fire. Try to come up with something hotter than folks is high. Other nonsense, niggas need to stop it. Polluting the airways with internet garbage. I'm with your bitch, that's who I'm cruising with. Say got game, I'm on some Spike Lee movie shit. The niggas ain't do the win, nice and not, the niggas ain't smooth.